Welcome to Last Week in Space for March 11th through 17th, 2017. I'm your host, Andrew Krauthamel. On March 15th, scientists from the University of Zurich released a paper on their experiment carried out by ESA astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti aboard the ISS in 2015. The experiment involved spinning immune cells in a centrifuge to simulate various levels of gravity to observe how they would react. The results concluded that in weightlessness, immune cells were confused and in disarray, but were able to fully recover within 42 seconds. The news bodes well for future long-term space travel and proves that 42 is indeed the answer to life, the universe, and everything. On March 16th, the White House released its first federal budget request. Included in it are a number of changes to NASA's budget, culminating in a reduction of 0.8% over last year's budget. Some highlights include the elimination of the Office of Education, cancellation of the Asteroid Redirect Mission, PACE, OCO-3, DSCOVR, and CLARREO Pathfinder, but the continuation of Orion, SLS, and Europa Clipper. A 20.1% funding increase for planetary science, but a 12.9% decrease in Earth science. Aeronautics received a 26.6% funding reduction, but a 22.7% increase for exploration systems such as Orion and SLS. On March 16th, ESA's ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter completed a set of important science calibration tests before a year of aerobraking begins. The mission has been orbiting Mars since October 19th. On March 16th, ESA's Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, or JUICE, has moved off the drawing board and onto construction. Scheduled for a launch in 2022 and an arrival to Jupiter in 2029, JUICE will spend more than 3 years exploring the Jovian system. The mission will culminate in a dedicated 8-month orbit around Ganymede, the first time any moon beyond our own has been orbited by a spacecraft. On March 17th, NASA astronauts spoke with students in West Virginia as part of an event held by the NASA Office of Education. The event was part of the office's efforts to improve science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, teaching and learning in the United States. On March 17th, an H-2A rocket launched the IGS-Radar 5 reconnaissance satellite from the Yoshinobu Launch Complex in Japan. Details have not been released about the satellite as expected, but estimations in the radar's instruments on board point to resolutions in the 1-meter range. On March 17th, the SS John Glenn Cygnus spacecraft of Orbital ATK has been mounted atop its Atlas V rocket for launch next week. The mission, known as OA-7, will carry 7,443 pounds of internal cargo and 183 pounds of external cargo in the form of 38 CubeSats. 4 will be launched from the Cygnus itself, with the rest being launched from the ISS. Thank you for watching this episode of Last Week in Space. How about you leave a comment below about what interested you this week? Maybe it was the budget. And I will see you next week.